So get your votes in. Every region has an MVP contender. And then, of course, we get that MVP. One person will win a $50,000 value car from Mercedes as we get ourselves here into game one of this best of three. Boom on the Dragon Knight, heading into mid. Not planting his observer ward just yet, holding onto it and hiding behind a tree. Aramis Rubik. Toby on the Veno top against the Nyx Void. Roger Chen. Now Sani in that mid lane on the Queen of Pain. And then down bottom, who we got? Celery went to Wyvern, Shad, DP. Funnick, the Moon Lord on the Beastmaster, and Miposhka AA. That's a pretty nice lane, isn't it? Boars with a Chilling Touch, Cold Feet. You've got so many slows and a lot of damage over time.
And on the top lane, there is a lot of overtime damage from Venomancer. You can see that they are adjusting their item builds. 2 Fairy Fires on Rubik. They even shared the tango on Venomancer so he can buy Fairy Fire for himself. They want to be able to harass. And these two heroes are not like very good at last hitting. And their damage is 46 and 53 on Rubik.
Aramis.
2 for 2.
Very nice little snatch there. But it looks like Miposhka and Funnick do grab the double down bottom. So 2 for 2, like you say. Hawk coming out. Scouting out. Potentially blocking out a camp as well. DK mid against the Queen of Pain. Should just be a farm trade, right? We'll see if Queen of Pain adapts her build. We do sometimes see the max Scream.
I think you get 2 points in Shadow Strike just to harass. I've seen Queen of Pains getting even 3 points in Shadow Strike. Against Dragon Knight, it's not that efficient. Also, you want to have more points in Scream of Pain so you can push the waves. Early on, it's Queen of Pain favorite. Until Dragon Knight gets like level 3, level 5, I want to see multiple points in Dragon Blood. Also, these heroes are not that good at rotating. So I assume he might not even get Dragon Tail until level 7. We'll see how the lane goes. If he gets enough region and sustain in the lane, if Queen of Pain is not harassing him, he might go for 2-1-2 build, so then you have a kill potential once you hit level 6.
So far, DK, very promising start, 5-2. Getting some really good denies in there as well. Queen of Pain will be able to farm decently under tower, though. As I say, that misses a CS. We'll stop watching, and then she'll catch up. Yeah, see, as soon as I look away from lane, getting CS under tower, no big deal. Just take the pressure off her. Shad DP down bottom. Looking pretty good, but Funnick has the lane in a pretty nice place here. Allows Miposhka just to get some free hits onto Celery. Where's your first blood lane, Lacoste? I've always got to ask, because I always have to...
So you don't miss it?
Make sure I try and catch it on camera, you know.
I think bottom lane, someone will die. Wyvern is level 2, Spirit Siphon, here it comes.
And Funnick dropping very low very quickly. Celery with that Arctic Burn in the final. Crypt Swarm from Shad. Gets them first blood, you called it.
You're welcome, Gary.
Thank you so much, bless you, Lacoste. You're a treasure.
There is a ton of kill potential on the bottom lane, especially since they are about to hit level 3. Wyvern brought some extra mana regen, a tango, and a clarity. Like, there is no save. You can't do any counterplay to once they start attacking you. What do? You put the boar on someone? That's it?
Put the boars on them. Set them off. And yeah, as soon as I've looked away from mid lane, the Queen of Pain, 12-4 now, taking that lead over the Dragon Knight. But level 2 Dragon Blood will start kicking up. HP regen for that. Boom, DK. 2 points in the Shadow Strike, 1 point in Scream so far. So it is just going to be that early harassment from the Queen of Pain, even if the Dragon Knight will be able to mitigate a lot of that as the lane progresses.
And Dragon Knight is bringing extra tangos to this lane. So he's going to have enough sustain. Queen of Pain is low on mana, doesn't even have enough money to buy bottles, still 200 gold away from it. How's top lane doing? Faceless Void 14-3, Venomancer 11-2. Like, Venomancer is the best hero in Dota to buy like any item you want. Bottom lane, a lot of slow.
Celery drops. Funnick might just be popped here. He's got a Fairy Fire to play around with. Funnick will survive and get behind his tier 1. salving back up now, so they lose the Wyvern, and they lose that trade out. Shad also on the way back, taking about half of his HP and damage from the boar slow. And Miposhka there as well to help out. But yeah, I think you're right. Venomancer are one of the most kind of utility-focused heroes in the game. You know, his item builds. There's no one item you need.
No! Go back, Aramis! Go back to the mid lane. What are you doing? Queen of Pain will refill her bottle with the Arcane Rune.
Oh, dear.
Or will she?
She will.
Bottle still not delivered.
Okay. DK just applying that little bit of pressure. Making sure she doesn't get it. Roger. Trying to trade hits with the Rubik. Picking up these little creeps wherever he can. And bottom lane again, Funnick getting gone on. So many slows, and finally the damage over time will tick him out. Even with Boots Buckler, not fast enough.
It's very important in this lane to keep boars away from your hero, so there isn't a guaranteed Splinter Blast hit. So you need to micro it nicely. Also, you need to stay away, these two heroes, from each other. Easier said than done.
It sure is. Funnick has a lot on his plate in this lane, that's for sure. 2 deaths to his name now. Shad with the double nulls. And the fact that Viking are killing the core hero in this lane, and they've only dropped, 1 death on this support Winter Wyvern as they kill off the boar. That's denied out by Funnick, but that's still a boar down. Nothing now for 20 seconds. Makes things even more difficult for Funnick. Potentially, with the catapult wave coming in, they would have liked to just shove this lane in towards the tower, force Viking to farm under the tier 1, and do a little bit of damage, but it won't come to that. Miposhka might even pull this next wave. Just looking to trade harassment, continually right-clicking Celery, doing a great job of that. As Roger, what are you up to? 2 Alpha Wolves? Okay, get those right clicks going. Doesn't stack, of course, but he's got the bites of the wolves to chase down Aramis here.
Faceless Void, I mean, he is tanky, but if you force him to use Time Walk defensively, you can't make a play. Okay, Queen of Pain is here, then it's an easy pick-off. She still has ulti, nothing to stop it.
Well, they allow the TP out. That double damage rune Queen of Pain will return back into mid lane, where Boom trying to shove into the tier 1, but he doesn't have a catapult. So I guess Queen of Pain killed the Radiant Catapult before leaving lane as well, which is a great play there, meaning Dragonite doesn't have that free push.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
A pretty dead even game so far. HellRaisers, it feels like they need to hit that timing, around Chen, Beastmaster, get them going and pushing objectives pretty early on. And of course, the long cooldown Chrono has plenty of stuff to be dumped into it with Ice Blast and Queen of Pain's abilities.
Right now, they know Queen of Pain does not have TP ready. She's one of the best heroes that if you play aggressive on the side lanes, she will punish you. And now they can start playing aggressive on the bottom. AA already TP'd out, wants to plant some vision, so if they can get close to Beastmaster or AA, it should be a kill on the bottom. 3 points in Spirit Siphon, 3 points in Splinter Blast.
Nicely done, Miposhka, making sure that Wyvern can't easily pull the lane back with that large camp. They did kill off the Hawk as well, so vision not there. As Funnick will lose his board to yet another well-placed Splinter Blast. Shad, considering going here on the AA, Miposhka has stepped a little too far forward. That Spirit Siphon slow with the Arctic Burn, such a great combination, and the long-range right clicks from both of these heroes proving insurmountable for Miposhka. Bottom lane not going too great for HellRaisers so far.
It's very hard for AA to play this lane. There's nothing you can do. As I said, no counterplay. If he's caught in a bad spot, he's just gonna straight up die.
Venomancer making a bunker of Plague Wards pretty deep there, clearing out camps, taking out a wave, and then TPing back to the triangle for these Bounty Rune, which is still there 8 minutes in. What's he aiming for? The Spirit Vessel. Pretty classic on that offlane. Veno. Aramis has boots, nearly Arcane's done, and a good Observer Ward up on the high ground, but also equally good one from the Dire that spots it out. So they know that the vision is there.
I talked about adjustment on Dragonite, considering he's playing a Queen against Queen of Pain, who's harassing him a lot. So he puts 4 points in Dragon Blood. No points in stun at the moment. Like, he does not care about being this cheap harassed.
Gets stuck in the chrono. They've got the Scream and the Sonic Wave, but the Dragon Tail now leveled up by Boom. Still with 4 heroes around him. He'll drop. HR make that first chrono move, and they do get a big snipe on the DK. A little awkward, though, with that Queen of Pain walking into the big blue bubble.
They still got the kill. Venomancer should put the pressure on the top lane. Also, Dead Prophet has Exorcism online.
And the 2 Radiant supports, also scanning down south as well, take the outpost 30 seconds before that 10-minute mark. Chen's rotation with Mud Golem Centaur does have a decent amount of chain stun ability here. And yeah, Beastmaster has just hit level 6. Queen of Pain's also swinging down. They want to try and find a pick off. So they've stopped the DP from pushing anywhere near that tier 1 on the Dire side. Taking the outpost back with Roger. This might make Winter Wyvern and Rubik think they can go high ground here and make a play. Shad is also following forward, trying to take the outpost, but the Cold Feet will stop them for a second. Now 2 heroes in, the Mud Golem cancels. Centaur Stomp with Aurora arriving, Shad getting stunned up, and outpost kept by the Dire, both of them belonging to HellRaisers. And the full retreat out means nobody dying. Roger still has a TP and he's got full mech, so Toby will not be able to bring him down.
Outpost, you baited. What Viking GG lineup is good at is trying to put a pressure on one side and then taking tower on a different side. They have 3 heroes who are extremely good at pushing towers in a short period of time, like Venomancer, Dragonite, DP. But once they group up, they are very strong, and we can see the power of this lineup.
Yeah, they know that Sonic Wave down for a while. They know that Roar has just been used. So the chances of HellRaisers coming in and fully defending this bottom tier 1, it's going to be lacking in terms of firepower. 10-minute catapult helping out with level 4 Plague Wards from Toby. Tier 1 obliterated by Viking. Attempted deny by Miposhka, not quite there. And this also allows, DK to shove out mid. But of course, Faceless Void is taking free farm top lane. So they're building up their position 1. And this is where the shift comes, right? They take down multiple towers, go up top, try and zone out the Void from his own lane, force him back into the jungle or down towards bot lane. And then you get into the nice high ground area on the Dire side of the map, where you can start thinking about controlling the Roche pit, controlling, mid-tier 2.
From now on, Viking is not gonna go and try to make like any rotations to get a kills going. It's reset their abilities, farm the jungle, get the most out of the lanes, group up once again and go as 4/5. These heroes are really not good at ganking, and Dragonite's not going for Shadow Blade, so this just implies that they want to group up as 5, going for that Heaven's Halberd, which is one of the greatest nemesis of Faceless Void early on.
It sure is. And HR, kind of the flip side of the coin, right? If you're talking about Viking going for a push, resetting, getting their next round of items, going for another objective hero there, HellRaisers, they want to be using these ulti cooldowns every time they come up to try and find kills, whether it's Raw, Chrono, Sonic Wave, Ice Blast, everything. It feels like here need to rack up kills, and they will group up to take that tier 1 bottom lane. And of course, there is nothing really here that Viking can trade for, apart from just farming safely on their side of the map. And they give this bottom one up for free, not of massive strategic importance to anyone.
Yeah, it's one of those sweet problems where you've taken the tier 1 tower on mid and top lane early on, so you can't make like a play because they are taking your tier 1 tower, so you're just farming.
A slight net worth lead for Viking. Nothing massive though. But it is one of those things, these ultis are not being wasted, they're just being held, and if you're not getting the full utilization out of your arsenal, what's the point of it?
Keep going. No usage of spells equals less gold, less hero kills.
Not using spells equals not killing heroes, equals not getting gold yourself and not denying gold for your opponents, equals less items for you and more items for your enemies, and that's game losing. Yep, that's how the logic follows.
Hey, is that full Halberd on Dragonite? No, it can't be. He just bought a Sange and going for BKB next? Okay.
Fair enough. I mean, the extra HP regen. Pretty damn nice on that Dragon Blood. we still do have this AA Ice Blast, and I guess, you know, across the map, if Funnick can sit in this lane bottom, just keep shoving it out, hiding in the trees.
There's 1% chance that he survives here.
He's being sent to the moon. Bang, boom, on the Dragon Knight. Stun him up, kill him off, good wraparound smoke. Funnick taken out of the game. And they also keep the DP hidden, not showing on any lanes, making sure there is no recourse there for HellRaisers to get any kind of kill back themselves. Momentum, it feels like, is building Vikings' way. These 3 cores racking up pretty massive amounts of net worth. Oh, we're seeing an Aghanim's DP. We've not seen that in China. Yule Scepter into Ags. I mean, usually, what do you see? Like, Yule's into BKB, really. China loves their BKBs.
You said someone from China is allergic to BKB. Who was it?
Ame. No, sorry. Somnus. Maybe.
Yeah, if you look at the different players on the teams, like Ori, he loves to build a BKB.
For sure. I think there's a fair number of them, like the RNG cores as well. Setsu loves going for that early-ish BKB, depending on what hero he's playing. I just think that maybe can be very greedy. Like AQ can also be pretty greedy as well, especially when he's playing Leshrac. But enough about China. That's like 7 shots for everyone now. We've mentioned the Chinese meta a couple of times.
Later. So Dragon Knight is level 12, which means that he's going to be popping those ultis just to farm. Doesn't care too much about the cooldown. Duration 60 seconds. 60 seconds downtime. Also, they want to have Death Prophet level 12. Spirits increase from 8 to 16, which is pretty big deal, considering you're playing against all of these summons. So a lot of damage will be shifted towards these summons. And what else do we have?
Vambrace on DP. Yeah, neutral item's a good shout. Vambrace DP, we've got Nethershawl on DK. He loves that. Extra magic resistance. Ring of Aquila for someone if they want it. A couple of little tier 1 items there, not too bad. On the dire side, we have an Imp Claw ready for the Void to grab. Vampire Fangs there. Grove Bow for Co-op, that's real tasty. Dragon Scale for the Beastmaster, so he can potentially shove and trade towers if there is a fight or a brawl happening on the other side of the map. But here we have, you know, the primary strength of Viking. They have the Venno, who can just come and defend the tier 1 alone. DP sitting in the pocket farming, and the other heroes smoking and moving out.
Full Orchid on Queen of Pain. They have ways of dealing with that. At least Death Prophet with the Yule Scepter.
They find Roger, but he misstuns. Catches the Wild Wing instead of the hero. And Boom going to get blocked up on his way to the high ground. As Void is lurking on the far west side. Miposhka getting caught out by the 2 heroes, Venno and Rubik. And he dies in Fountain, doesn't he? Yeah, ticks down in that Fountain. Now, this could open up Roshan for Viking. They've still got Exorcism. Level 1. Oh, Shad is so close to level 12, but they're going to pop it regardless as they still move up to the high ground. Silence onto Celery. Now the silence from DP catching out Shani, and Queen of Pain about to fall, drops to the Toby damage over time, and that Cold Embrace kept Wyvern alive, and then they go straight back into a Roshan.
We haven't seen a Chronosphere yet this game.
We did.
We did?
The one on DK mid.
Oh yeah, alright. I was not counting that one. So they got a kill with 1 Chronosphere 17 minutes in. Now they're gonna lose the Roche. Viking will reset after this. They will not have their ulti, so they will not be ready to fight. Dragon Knight will farm a BKB, Death Prophet, going for Aghanim Scepter. So a lot of these item timings and Roshan timings are coming together. And HR, they can't make any plays. Like on the bottom lane, yes, you said that. Beastmaster took a tier 2 tower on the bottom lane, but it does not really matter for Viking to lose that tower at the moment.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of gold here, a little bit of gold there. I really, your point about the Chronos, it still stands, right? There's been 1 this game on the DK mid, what, around like 7-8 minutes in? That's a good 10 minutes without Chronos. And they've got so many combos to go with it. We need that Chrono Ice Blast just to catch someone. But I think it also comes down to the way that Viking are playing. They're not showing anyone on the map, and when they do, they're like 4 or 5 heroes strong. Everyone's kind of sitting back and hiding in the jungle, except for Celery's Winter Wyvern. There's the raw Ice Blast combo. But what can they do off the back of it? That's a pick-off with 2 ultis now on cooldown. Queen of Pain gets a bit of time top, Void farming jungle, but there's no pressure, there's no overall arcing goal. For HellRaisers, it's a kill for kill's sake. No objectives will come their way, and Miposhka has gone for a very deep ward. Optimistic maneuver, that should get scouted out and sentried by Viking. And there it is immediately.
You get so much gold from killing observer boards, it's insane. That's why we see so many of these early gem pickups, like around 20-25 minute mark, where you kill 3 wards, 2 sentries, and it paid off.
And there's a move onto Toby, but impossible. What's Rubik up to? Taking out the outpost? Oh, could they go get the double? They're pinging. Oh, that's Dire pinging up top. Veno could swing there, but they want the tier 2 mid instead. And Nyx is just farming jungle towards his BKB. Now a smoke from HellRaisers. They want to try and find Aramis on his way through. This could be risky, though. Void's there with the Chrono 1-2, but he's trapped. The Chen inside, a nice Ice Blast on top of them, but the Winter's Curse to turn it back, and down goes Roger. A great silence and the stun, the roar onto DK, it will catch him, but now HR, they've just got to run. Try and grab the bounty runes because Shad has found the AA in the back. Both Beastmaster and Void, they've just got to split.
I'm no expert, Gary, but I don't think trying to Chronosphere while Chen is walking into it is a game-winning play.
Not ideal.
Even if he's not, like, what are you gonna do? You need Queen of Pain to be around on top of Ancient Apparition ulti to get a bigger kill. Yes, you can kill Rubik, you can kill Winter Wyvern, but now what? Like, this game might straight up end. You have Death Prophet with Exorcism and Aghanim Scepter on top of Aegis. So they don't even have to pop the ulti, but they certainly will. Alright, so Nyx is doing a good job cutting the waves. There are still a catapult, so they can keep that alive.
And bottom lane, yeah, Funnick going on that tier 3 down bottom. They're pushing with Exorcism in the mid lane here for Viking, but it's going to be a trade. HellRaisers doing a very good job getting up on the high ground. They've got Queen of Pain who swung down here as well. Aramis might step a little too far forward. There's the Orchid jump from the Queen of Pain, trying to TP home, but popped out as the rotation from Boom
home.
Arriving now. Funnick, he's going to try and TP, not fast enough. The rest of them will have to ditch as the Void silenced and blown up. The tier 3 mid did fall, and the one down bottom still alive somehow. Go on, Queen of Pain. Just do it. No. You coward! Kill the tier 3! It's like 3 hits. Back to regen now. It's going to be back up anyway.
Now they're going to run down the mid lane. They still have this Aegis on Death Prophet. Dragonite ulti will be up in 20 seconds.
DP. Gets that Spirit Siphon going on. The poor little Centaur. Get the Ghost flying out as well. And what do they have? They've got themselves Pipe, Spirit Vessel on Veno, plenty of Plague Wards to plonk down in front of the barracks. 40 seconds left on Aegis on Shad.
Here it comes. You said, don't be afraid. Queen of Pain takes the bottom lane, now starting to put some pressure on the range axis.
Back to a regen. Oh, broken. Creep wave comes in again. Rubik considering making a play on that, but yeah, mid lane, ranged barracks on 25 HP. HellRaisers defend valiantly for now as the Aegis is about to expire. Should be only 10 seconds away now.
HR doing a good job just evading fights and split pushing. They understand that Vikings lineup is not great at dealing with it, and it is not good at ganking. Like, how do you gank? You need to set things up with Winter's Curse and someone TPing. Dragonite is all like defensive. He doesn't have a mobility item like a Shadow Blade nor a Blink Dagger, so Queen of Pain can't afford to play this aggressive at the moment.
DP with Aeon Disc queued up now. Honestly, isn't too far away from it. So he's going to have both Yules and the Disc to buy her time, especially inside Chrono and Ice Blast. Great itemization there from the Death Prophet. Not feeling the need to go straight into BKB or anything against plenty of Magic Immunity piercing abilities on HR's side. Nyx 10-second BKB himself. Aiming for that Mjolnir. But I think as long as HellRaisers are able to shift Funnick down to bottom and keep that bot lane pushed out, it's always the thorn in the side for Viking, as they have to keep coming back and addressing the problem. Like, HR are playing this really nasty, like, guerrilla tactics, hiding in the trees, finding all these little spots to just jump out and sneakily clear out.
Whenever someone says, like, guerrilla tactics, I always hear gorilla tactics. And
like the animal?
Yeah, and I imagine, just a bunch of gorillas attacking you. I don't know why. My brain is messed up.
You don't want a gorilla attacking you. Those things are pure muscle, man. Those beasts could rip you apart. Like, actually, like limb from limb. Destroy you.
So Dragonite is going for that Shadow Blade / Silver Edge.
Radiant's bottom
2
tower
pipes on
is under
HR. 1 on Beastmaster, 1 on Chen at the moment. On top of Mech.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Interesting.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, did they find Queen of Pain? Okay, they did. Queen of Pain, the Hand of God, the Yule Scepter up. Maybe she can blink away. Ooh, the other Yule's Shad is there.
Stun.
No more silences, but they've got the damage they needed. Beautiful stuff.
And you can see the movement. Instant from HR. Beastmaster moves to the bottom lane. Mid lane is being pressured. Even though it's Chen and AA, they still deal a lot of damage.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Alpha Wolf, Hellbear, they've got attack speed, attack damage.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Tons of DPS into the tier 2, but the catch is there. Roger was always going to be under threat of dying, and he did his job, losing his entire army, unfortunately. Oh no, he got a couple of the big ones away. My bad. He does micro them out of there. Toby giving chase. Go on, catch the creeps. He's gonna get him. Roger, you've got nothing else to do. Your hero's dead. Why aren't you microing? Oh, Nyx has had to BKB as he runs away. The raw bottom, though, catching Toby as Void gonna time walk away, and it looks like that chase should be over. Oh, Aramis has blink from Quap, so I'm completely wrong. The Chrono into time walk gets nicked out. Aramis now steals Chrono, though, as bottom, and they're trying to catch Miposhka. Funnick hiding in the trees and gonna go for the TP. HR, they're pulling out all the stops just to try and create space wherever they can. They're popping BKBs, but the ranged racks will finally fall down bottom. The first racks of the game goes the way of HellRaisers.
Rubik did not have many good spell steals this game. Like, what do you steal? You don't want to steal anything from AA nor Chen, but Blink Dagger, I mean, Blink right now is very valuable. Chasing this Queen of Pain. I saw Queen of Pain was trying to go for Lincoln Sphere, now has BKB queued up. I think BKB is a safer choice. You have another ways of dispelling the silence. With Lincoln Sphere, you're only protecting yourself from Winter's Curse and Dragonite Stun. You might still get it after if this game goes on for another like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like DP's 6-second silence is pretty nuts if you don't have BKB on Queen of Pain. What's that now? Quickening Charm on the Quap, puts the Grove Bow back in base. Titan Sliver for Nyx, that's a good pickup as well. As Roshan, how we're looking? 1 minute until the big man returns. HellRaisers still keeping this bottom lane shoved. They've got a troll here from the Helm of the Dominator on Funnick. Toby doing a great job clearing that out. And they don't necessarily need Toby to come and kill a Chen up top. Like, Roger's falling here. He can pop his mech, he can pop his stick, he can try and walk it off, but he's eventually going to die regardless of what happens. And now they TP bottom. They feel... I hear Queen of Pain orchiding up the DP. Still has Eon Disc here. Shad just, strolls away very casually. Bottom lane, that's the play. HR across the map. One lane to another. They lose a Chen. They find a pick off, and now the TPs. Chrono stolen, trying to catch Funnick, and it was so close. Aramis with the green sphere doesn't clip the Beastmaster, and a nice swift TP home. Gets Funnick out safe and sound.
Next Roche will respawn in 10 seconds. The problem is this bottom lane is constantly being pushed in. I mean, super ranged creep is not doing the work. That's why you always want to kill the melee ones. But still, HR is putting a lot of pressure on this bottom lane with Beastmaster being on the bottom. So the only way you approach him is if you get the good smoke gank on him. He's always going to have this vision advantage from the Hawk.
And the very interesting high ground ward placement from, I think, Miposhka. Not actually on the spire or the cliff top, whatever you want to call it, but just offset. A little more awkward to D-Ward, but they've caught a nice pick here. Nyx gets the time walk and the one charges, and thanks to that BKB, his life will be safe for now, but that's what? 2 BKBs in a row that Nyx has used, maybe even 3 defensively. 2, yes.
Are you waiting for confirmation?
No. It's 2. I'm just trying to remember. Both in the top lane, both in the jungle where he's farming away happily.
Tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain top, Beastmaster bot. Yet again, Viking going for an objective. Aegis and Cheese will be in their hands, but there's a lot of pressure on these buildings now. Celery looking for the Winter's Curse. A blink back by Funnick. And there's no maneuverability from the Winter Wyvern, just that Glimmer Cape as he attempted to chase. You could even see the turn there. Funnick and Miposhka both thinking about that raw Ice Blast, and with Nyx having Chrono available, maybe a proper team fight can kick off here for HR. But where's your Queen of Pain?
It's been a while since I saw these two teams trying to split push so much. I can't believe HR is actually making this work. Pretty even game. Every single time Viking makes a move, they always make a counterplay. Going for a bottom lane of Raxus, putting some pressure on the top lane, dealing some chip damage.
Like showing
They're
Chen
not
mid,
allowing-
like waving his hands in the air, like, look at me, I'm over here, kill me. And then someone pushes bot. It really has been kind of very intelligent, you know, system. It's like watching people play chess, you know, you're moving towards that end goal, but everyone's having these little moves here and there to try and upset their opponents. There hasn't really been the tidal wave of momentum that I thought that Viking were building. It really did feel like it was going that way. Maybe now with this Aegis Cheese, they can make one grand sweeping move into the enemy base, get a couple of big kills as they do spot out the Queen of Pain. She's got BKB now, though. Much more difficult target to take.
If you could see the heat map of Beastmaster in this game, I think it was just showed this. Yeah, this is his area. He did not left this for 30 minutes.
It really has just been that bottom lane, hasn't it? But then also Viking, it feels like their heat map for the 5 heroes has kind of been in this area. As they come back from time to time to try and defend these tier 2s and tier 3 areas. Oh, Funnick getting out of danger there, TPing home. Not getting caught somehow. DP and Rubik. Oh, they're being eyed up by the Faceless Void, but he got spotted by the Observer Ward on his way up.
Under attack.
So they hide in the trees, not showing themselves, pretending to TP or actually TPing now.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan, looking for anyone coming in as well. So Aramis going to stick around, Fade Bolt out the wave and make sure the free push top doesn't come. So, Boom, catching the Void, forcing Time Walk out. Now the lift. Roger with an optimistic TP, but Rubik will be there to stop it all in its tracks. Yet again, Viking, they come in, and who do they get? They get the one position 5 hero, Roger's Chen, that they don't mind losing. He doesn't have buyback though, Lacoste. Can they shift this into multiple lane push?
They could, and they can put pressure on the bottom lane once again. No one is there. Chen can recall them.
Has been killed. Radiant's
I think they are all in. They want to go for tier 4 towers. Viking had enough.
Let's finish this game, they say. So Void is trying to split push, cut the waves. It is glyphed up as they jump Miposhka. Ancient Apparition getting lifted. A follow-through stun from Boom clears him up, and the Elder Dragon form popped. Bottom lane, the TP's back as the Faceless Void gets silenced. Still holding his BKB until now. Chronos the Rubik doesn't catch the DP, and look at the Ghost go. The Winter's Curse will buy a bit of space here for Viking to turn and right-click into Nyx, but it also allows the Void to jump away with the Time Walk as he bashes Aramis, whacks him around. The Rubik has another lift, though. Into the silence, the Hand of God will save him for a little while longer, so another Time Walk can come. And Xani, Queen of Pain, still holding that Sonic Wave. As bottom lane barracks down, mid lane is the trade, so a lane for a lane, but Viking still in the superior position to continue pushing forward, but they don't have their Venomancer. He always got boots of travel, he can come back in. Never mind, I said that. Mid lane he can TP into and try and help them up top as they shove the tier 3. Cold Embrace puts Boom back up to pretty much full HP. The Raw Ice Blast, Queen of Pain combo. Trying to slam into the Boom Dragonite. He's BKB'd and he's going to run away with a Glimmer Cape to save. Shad Yules up. Still has Aegis of the Immortal for another
Queen of Pain's
35
still chasing
seconds.
him.
Shad doesn't mind. He's just buying time. Funnick's there, but I'll pop the Aegis and that's it. Boom. Will drop. Queen of Pain found the DK and the Rubik, and now DP's kind of isolated, left alone to her own devices, nowhere to go, and HR, they are showing how strong they can be when they defend these high ground areas in the choke points with a big combos and a rampage via Queen of Pain.
Man, they executed this perfectly. When I saw the roar from Beastmaster on Dragonite, I was like, there's no follow-up, but AA ulti flew on top of him. They had the vision with the dust after that Glimmer Cape. AA ulti clipped him. Queen of Pain used everything she could just to bring Dragonite down. And now he used the buyback. I think this game is just straight up over.
Hot damn, they've got 4 buybacks potentially here. I guess Rubik will be alive before needing to use it. But that's, what, a 6,000 net worth swing. We've got a 7k lead for HellRaisers now, off the back of one monumental team fight. No buyback on DK or Veno. Repair kit there in the mid lane, so they shift up to top lane, onto the tier 3. A lift into Gale. Funnick, still incredibly tanky though. That pipe getting popped, and an Ice Blast coming through. This is beautifully placed onto Toby, Celery, and Aramis as Funnick. He's getting Gale, but he doesn't care. Next will time walk back out and away. HellRaisers are like, okay, we can reset, we can come back to the high ground that Miposhka's holding. And look for another team fight there, because the Viking side really on the back foot now. After, what, 30 minutes of being the team kind of rushing towards the enemy base and setting the tempo of this match. Turned on its head in the matter of seconds.
Viking has one more chance. They need to run down and try to make something happen. When Queen of Pain hits level 25, I think it's just unplayable. Even though they have BKBs, it's still very hard. Also, Faceless Void with the status resistance build from Titan Sliver and Satanic should have around 41% status resistance. So these stuns are not really lasting long on him. And they don't have enough burst damage to bring him down.
And that was the problem, right? That's what we were looked for in the end of the draft, that last pick, Veno. It has worked out decently for Viking, but we now start to see some of the problems with the pick. No burst damage to take down the Void or the Queen of Pain. Man, even the Quap going for Satanic. Yules, BKB, Assault Cuirass, Orchid, not bothering to finish off the full Bloodthorn.
Imagine not using Discord in 2020.
Imagine not using Mumble.
When was Mumble like popular? 2012?
I genuinely can't remember. It was meant to be the replacement for Ventrilo because it had like a better codec, or like it was better than Vent for sure, but it never really kicked off.
Yeah, but we were not sitting on Mumble, spilling some Dota.
Sitting on TS. I don't think I even used Vent that much. Maybe like once or twice. I was definitely a TeamSpeak. Or back then it was, TeamSpeak or Skype, really, depending on who you were talking to. Skype, wow.
People still using Skype.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. It's not good. The thing is, Skype gets like packaged in with, like Microsoft Teams, the kind of work package, the applications. And I don't want to talk about this, I hate it. Give me Discord any day of the week.
Let's talk about level 25 on Queen of Pain. Like, she can go in and not care. Alright, boom. Blink stun. Where's the follow-up?
Well, she can go in, but boom, showing that with the chain stuns and the silence, forcing the BKB. Sani's Queen of Pain does jump away and now considers turning onto Boom herself. He's still holding Cheese BKB, the Chrono in the back. Nice little cold embrace there onto the DP, but the Ice Blast slamming into Shad, forcing the Endis to pop as the stolen Chrono catches 2. Now Exorcism with the silence onto Nyx. He's got no BKB, he's got a wand and he turns with a Satanic to fight into the Boom. DK and the Queen of Pain slams down Aramis Rubik, who immediately buys back. HR now got to run and turn. They can't stand and fight. Queen of Pain blinks back. Void is full HP, but with no ultis available here from HellRaisers, nothing whatsoever. any kind of kill that Viking can get, they can transition this into potentially big objectives. Because buyback-wise, we've got Queen of Pain, Beastmaster, AA, 3 buybacks available for HR. Any of the other 2 heroes could be massively detrimental for them.
And Faceless Void will farm his buyback in the next minute or 2. He's so hard to take down. Also getting close to level 25 with the backtrack talent. He can't die.
25% backtrack. Man, DK with a double damage would love to just run down a lane and slay tier 4s, throne, whatever it may be, but 80 seconds with no exorcism feels pretty rough. And HellRaisers are in the pit. Aghanim Scepter in the big man's pocket. Dark Troll was scouting this out. Plague Ward from Toby. We'll see inside as Boom slays Miposhka, forces the immediate buyback. Now Nyx, holding BKB, just pops himself the static charge from his Mjolnir, and HR really are kiting this so well. They're dancing in and out, spinning circles around Viking as the Ice Blast clips perfectly onto Toby, as well as killing off the Wyvern, who buys back, and Aramis no longer has it. So dead for 80 seconds. Nyx focusing Boom, realizes the DK's not the primary target, they want the DP. Kill the DP and the game will end. Jumping back in, Shad will fall, buyback now comes out from him. And Boom still standing his ground, but he's in a 1 versus 5. Nothing that the Veno can do. A Winter's Curse onto Funnick. It buys a bit of time, but you've just got no follow through. Boom is still stuck here with no maneuverability. Shad can't get back into the fight. And look at the poor Dragon Knight. Surrounded in the jungle.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Dragon Knight is just being guided. Queen of Pain, level 20 talent, AoE Shadow Strike. Like, they can't move. She can blink in freely, use Scream of Pain, and then follow it up with the Shadow Strike, and they can't kill her. He knows it has enough survivability. Did Void hit level 25? He's about to.
And who's this Aghanim's for? Ancient Apparition?
Nah, you give it to Faceless Void, I think. Yeah, he takes it.
Of
Time
course,
walk,
the
procs, the time lock. Time walk, time
course.
lock. Alright.
That's so good, isn't it? All we have to do now, jump on the DP, bash, bash, bash with the time walk. Kill her off quickly. Exorcism is ready. Eon Disc also back up, but there's the jump with the roar from Funnick. And a cold embrace to try and hold that Eon Disc on a little bit longer. They're focusing Wyvern, and there's the jump with the bashes. Toby almost shredded by the Void, and Shad. Yes, you've popped Exorcism and you've got yourself a Shivers and a Yules, but the Chrono Sonic Wave will end this game. Toby is running back to his tier 4s, but GG is called. HellRaisers take game 1 here. I don't know if it was a comeback per se, but it was a very tight game and very well played by both sides. Just HellRaisers had the upper edge in that late game.
Beastmaster did such a good job in this game, pushing that tier 3 tower on the bottom lane. Same goes for Queen of Pain.